Hey everybody, today I'm testing out this LED grow light made by ACKE LED. They're a LED manufacturing company that sells on Amazon USA and Amazon Canada. And let me open it up here and give you a quick look at it. I opened it up earlier and tested it just to make sure it turned on. And yes it did, so I didn't have to send it back. And here's what it looks like. Zoom in here. You can see the LEDs in there. These are surface mount device LEDs, and this whole unit, you don't have to screw it into a light socket because it comes with its own plug and quite a long cord. And let me zoom out back here, and it does have an on and off switch here, as you can see. But what I like about this, you can attach it to other things like the wall, or you could just let it sit like that and shine on your plants. And also it came with zip ties and this little wrench. You can tighten or loosen this part right here. And let's plug it in and I'll show you the wattage use. I have it hooked up to the kilowatt, and it should go, I'm guessing, between 19 and 21 watts, because they never go full power because that burns out the LEDs way faster and it doesn't do much for the plant growth. But here, I'll turn it on, and let me zoom in on the kilowatt, and I can read it upside down here. It says 19. We're at 19 watts. So let me zoom out and give you a closer look at the light. I've had this on for a few minutes now, messed with it, and I must say it is super bright. As you can see there, that's red and blue LEDs mixed. And another thing, when I put it up about this high, which isn't very high, it has a nice light spread as compared to something like this, which is a more concentrated beam for a single plant. This would be good for seedlings or just starting seeds, and also good for cloning plants, and that's what I'm going to use it for later this week. But for now, I'm going to put my tomato plant under it because the tomatoes are just about to become ripe, and I figure about a week and they'll be ripe. So let's go do that. Just as a quick setup to test this out, I put it on my workbench area, and I put it on this board, and I had a slot cut in here from where I used to have my workbench, where an outlet used to be. And all I did was clip it with one of these clips, and it hung on pretty good. So I left it there and put my tomato plant under it for a week, and now I'm getting ripe tomatoes. And they were green like that before I put it under this. So this is working, as you can see. Lots of tomatoes on that tiny plant. Those are Red Robin tomatoes, and this is just Fox Farm potting mix in a orange juice container. But anyway, the light is giving off, not enough heat to burn your hand, but it is pretty warm. But this is the heat sink right here, and it's doing its job. And you can tilt the light any way you want. And there you can see, very bright. So yeah, this is working. And I'm going to take this tomato out of here, and I'm going to clone some basil. And put this tomato with the other ones under the super duper grow light. Anyway, so let's go clone a few basil plants, and I'll put that under the light and wrap this up. I have all this basil growing in the hydroponic unit that I reviewed last month. And as you can see, it's gone to seed. Lots of flowers, and I need some clippings without flowers so I can clone them for growing outside. So I'm going to go through and get some of these that aren't going to flower yet, put them in some rock wool in a bucket, and then put it under that light and see how it does. Just to show you what I'm doing for cloning before I put it under the light, these are my basil clippings, and I just take a razor, scrape the clipping at the bottom a little bit, dip it in some rooting hormone, which works great. It really gets the roots going, and then put it in some rock wool, and bam, it's ready to go. Just put it in the bucket, add a little bit of water with nutrients, very light nutrients, and then put some plastic over the top. This is just an ice cream bucket. Works great because it's white and reflects the light. And put it under the light. Here we are under the grow light, and as you can see, the basil is down in the ice cream bucket with the plastic on top. Keeps it humid, and in about 5 or 7 days we'll have roots popping out all over, and I can put these in soil or in hydroponics. And I do this for tomatoes. If I buy a tomato plant from a big box store like Home Depot or something, just an odd plant that I want several plants of, I'll just buy one plant, take pieces off and clone it, and then I'll have 3 or 4 plants. So works out good. Anyway, I like this light. It's a solid build. I mean, it's really well made, and I like it. You can change the angle, which is pretty cool, and I give it 5 stars. It's a good light for doing what I'm using it for. Seedlings and cloning. That's all. Take care, everybody.